big party. So we're in downtown Detroit, so I'm going to get us out of here and head back to Chicago, drop the girls off for a party, and then I'll be coming back to get them after the new year. So I'm going to decide to just take you around the metro Detroit area. It's not many times I'm down here. It's really beautiful. So let's go ahead and get it. We're right by Woodward, I believe is up here. Some really incredible architecture if you're into stuff like that, which I am. Woodward. So, I'm going to get all the way over to the left. Woodward will take you to the major interstates. So I know that for sure. If you ever get a chance to come down to Detroit, you need to come down. Don't believe all the hype. It's really beautiful. Downtown Detroit is one of the safest areas because of the number of law enforcement per square foot of people. But there's always a lot of negativity surrounding the Motor City, so don't believe the hype. And there's elevated police mini station, so I got to get over to the left lane. Yes. See all these lights. And as a beginning driver, it's crazy confusing. Like crazy. You see a lot of supercars down here, Mustangs, Trackhawks, all the latest things here. So enjoy this, man. Like really, really enjoy this. And then enjoy me getting lost. No. I just got to follow major routes. This is going to take us back. Okay, got Detroit Police. Grand Circus area. I believe I may have to turn around, but it's okay. That lawn cement thing up there is for the people mover. And then I do plan to come back here for the auto show because I'm an automotive enthusiast. So enjoy this. And I know I'll have to turn around. Whoa, it's not cool, man. People just turn right out in front of you. They just don't care. And then, of course, they have another type of train that comes down here. So I know Grand River is another major thoroughfare. Gratiot. I'm going to take this straight. It's been a minute since I've been here, but that's okay. When you're driving, you got the excitement going. We are at a full tank of gas. So we're in the city, baby. I don't want to run a light. Man, this is so beautiful. Wow. Look at all these lights. I don't know what city you guys are from. What city are you guys from? It's 9:03 Eastern Standard Time. What city you guys from? Those of you who are watching. Man, it's so beautiful down here. It's easy to get overwhelmed too. I know I'm headed the wrong way, but I do know my way out of here. So pretty. Man. We are down here, baby. Reminds me of Chicago. Michigan Avenue. Paved streets. Starbucks. Chase Towers. That's where I set all my money. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to stay till the... Oh, I'm in the wrong one. I got to get over. South Woodward. No, I got to go around. I got to get over to the left. Okay, let me get over here. All right. And you can see there's just police everywhere, just patrolling the area. That's what they do, man. Oh, yeah, it's the Q line. That's what it's called. Really pretty. Parking is like $50. Oh man, yep, they're skating down here. Yes. Okay, so I'm on the loop here. Okay, so they're skating over there to the left. Right. Beautiful. So I'm going to stay on this loop. You got to know how to read down here in any metro area. If you don't, you're going to be screwed. So I'm going to stay to the left. That's the loop. And if I go, okay, I got to stay in this loop. Yep. Here we go. I don't want to cut off this car. I'm going to have to get back over. So I'm trying to be careful, man. Going back around here. All right. That's the queue line to the right. Yep, that's the queue line. I'm going to go ahead and go through. Had to get on the right. That thing one time. It's cool. Nike Town, just like in Chicago. Subway in downtown Detroit, baby. Beautiful. Whoa. Yep. That's the queue line, Detroit, baby. What is up? Let me tell you something special about being down here in Detroit, man. Motown, muscle cars. That's that queue line. You don't hear some of these sounds where you guys are from. Fox Theater. In fact, we're down by Eminem's Mom's Spaghetti. I don't know if it's open. Lululemon. $2.91. That's the queue line, baby. You hear them sounds, man. A lot of cities are doing more of this right now to really beautify the area. We have Comerica Park to the right. All I know is Mom's Spaghetti is by Fox Theater, Eminem's little restaurant. I don't think it's open tonight. If it is, your man will have to go there and get some spaghetti. But maybe I can go this week. All right. See, it's where the Detroit Lions play. It's down one of these streets. Fox Theaters to my left. A lot of history here, man. A lot of history. Okay. Little Caesars Arena. Okay. 75 South. A lot of traffic. It's Little Caesars Arena to our left. Again, a lot here, baby. Beautiful building. Villages are stacked on stacked on stacked. Money on money on money. Condos. Right? If you have the money, you can flip the area. If you don't, then you just here. Wayne State's Mike Ilitch School of Business, man. We in the real. There's no other place like this in the world. So wherever you guys are watching from, put it in. I'm from the Motor City right now, baby. Where are you guys from? Right? You gotta stay alert. Keep your head on a swivel, my babies. It's real. So, still in Woodward. Also, Woodward is #1. That is the first street that was made. Okay, I'm gonna get on 94. I'm gonna get us over. You gotta know these signs, baby. If you can't read, you hit. I want to get right here because that queue line's gonna come. MLK Boulevard. There's a lot going on. Sounds like someone is screaming. This might be 94 to my right, but I'll go down another. Yep, that was 94. But I'll just have to turn around, take it back, no big deal. But you see some of the city. We're out of the immediate downtown area, but you can see how the city has transformed. Mayor Mike Duggins has done an incredible job. Okay, we always discuss some of the great things he's done. Okay, this is your typical boulevard area. What's up? Happy New Year. What's up? Same to you, and thank you. Much love back to you. I really appreciate you. I wish we all could go live right now and just celebrate it. Okay, so obviously something's going on here. Little fire truck situation. Something's happening. Okay, like I said before. Okay, so I'm still going the right way. Where are you from? Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Right. And these paved streets have so much history, man, so much culture. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. All the history, all that culture. That man walking like it's not cold and rainy out here. We're supposed to have a lot of snow tonight, and it's really supposed to be slick and dangerous. But as the designated dad, because my daughter and her like 6 friends, they're out partying, so would you rather have your daughter or son take an Uber back or be the one to pick them up? I'm gonna pick them up because I want them safe. So the Whitney, some beautiful, beautiful homes here. I used to work out at the Highland Park Powerhouse, man. Ron Love. Okay, Ron Love used to be one of the major people working out, coming out of the city, competing for Mr. Olympia, Mr. USA. Just what an incredible group of people. Some of you know about this, some of you don't. You're like, who's Ron Love? Look him up. It's also the Detroit. Oh, this car's flying pretty fast here. Okay. At the light, I gotta make a right. People drive stupid fast here. But there's a lot of rich history. You know, I'm a performance enthusiast. I'm gonna take a right turn here. Can barely see. Okay, 94. So far, so good. H is for hospital. But you got to be able to read. A lot of people are like, well, how do I know directions? You got to read. You got to learn signs. You learn them in class. You learn them as you learn to drive. But you'll learn them when you drive on these roads and understand. Sometimes you'll get lost. Sometimes you'll be like, thank you, I know where I am. Just like any other city or state. Okay. Just driving through here. My head is seriously on the swivel, people. That is the African American Museum. Charles H. Wright. Been there before. Some of you don't know what I'm talking about. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Brush? Nope, I'm gonna keep going straight. Low-key people, I'm a little bit lost, but I know some of the streets, and that's okay. You're gonna be on the journey with me. My dad used to be an electrician, and he used to come in these areas and work on people's homes when I was little, so I remember a lot of these roads, a lot of these names too. And a lot of these terrible homes and drug-related places, prostitution, all this has been torn down. And it's really about investment properties now. Like I said, you got to have bank if you're trying to be here. And if you can withstand some of the stress, you're going to make a lot of money. Okay. Okay. I gotta go the other way. I know exactly. I gotta turn back around because I just crossed 94. But there are a lot of condos here, man. I've been in a lot of these buildings when I was little. This is the J turn. And it's one of the city trucks, man. We need to just do a tour of Detroit, bro, and just take you guys through here. Chrysler Freeway, 75. Ask some of your uncles, your OGs about, racing and cars and those Chevelles and Super Sports and Mustangs, those 454s and GTXs, man. There's 426 Hemis. I was a little G then. My uncles used to take me out here to White Castles, bro. Ask some of your people about that. You're like, really? Yes. But I was little then. Little. Charles Wright Criminal Justice Center, bro. You know we by the jail. Come on, man. Yeah. I had to go down because the exit to Chicago was closed. They trying to kill me, bruh. So I'm gonna go slow around this curve. But that whole area can be very overstimulating. Exciting, dangerous, overwhelming, a lot of beautiful people, deadly people, good things, bad things. Just a lot of history. So I'm going slow on this curve here. This kind of reminds me of Texas. If you've been to Texas, say yes. I've been to Texas 5 times. So that's why you got to know your directions. There's no excuse. And what you see is what I see. It's bad weather. We're not trying to go stupid fast, but we're trying to keep it moving and not be a target. And I think this is definitely deep driving. If you're a beginner, you probably won't be doing this unless you're really brave and you're gonna get out here and drive. Hamtramck is another beautiful area, huge multicultural area. We will definitely have to go there sometime. The food, the language, the people. One time early on in my career, I was driving a group of students who were from the Hamtramck area. This little 5-year-old kid just looked right at us. And guess what he did? He ran right out in front of us. We almost ran him over. I had to hit the brake of the car, and I screamed at that kid, "What are you doing? Why did you run out?" He just looked at me and laughed and ran across the street. Ever since then, I said to myself, you can never trust little kids around cars. We're at about 60 miles an hour, and it's 36 degrees. Did you drive it less this time of night? Yes. I used to drive till 12 o'clock midnight. I know I was crazy. But I was stacking up that money. But you probably said it will cost my mental health. I was not on social media back then, but, early 20s, late 20s, driving 30, 40 kids, driving the Metro Detroit area, teaching, just living my best life, trying to be safe out here. I'm just really appreciative of everything that I have and had that day. Thank God we never had an accident, never crashed, because I always followed the rules, went over everything nicely. And back then, you only needed 4 hours of driving. There was no graduated license. Today, I think it says 14. It's almost 11 years ago because it'll be 2025 soon. They had the graduated license. I think it was before that. It may have been '08. Where are you guys from? I see we got some people on part of the country. Some people from Georgia, Massachusetts, Mississippi. Person from Florida. I'm trying to stay in the middle lane. French Road, a lot of history. They used to race on this road. I'm not condoning that. It's dangerous. You see that little microcar, bro? That's too little. You can see the snow getting out the window. I'm at about 63 miles an hour, just taking time. No hurry. You got to be patient when you're out here, because you will crash. And a lot of you, because you'll be in transitions in your late teens, early 20s, you'll probably have the second or third car, bad tires, bad brakes, old headlights. It'll get you back and forth, but it'll be really hard to see. If you're in your late 20s, you probably have got maybe your first car. And whatever it is, like Mustangs, you're going to get a Mustang. You like Camaros, fine. Truck, whatever, bro. In your late 20s, you'll probably think about getting married. And now your whole world is going to change because now you got a life in your car. You're not going to drive fast and crazy and be late. But that little life is listening to you. If you road rage, they're going to road rage. If you're snapping on people, cussing out people, flipping out, they're going to do that. Because those little ears are listening to you. That little face is watching. Okay, I'm going to get over one lane to the left. The younger me would have been doing stupid fast speed, slide, drifting. Because the brand name tires I had were the Goodyears, and they're really good at high speeds. They're terrible in wet weather. And about 8 years ago, had a Cherokee at Pirelli's vehicles. You know, Pirelli's are very expensive tires, very good tires. Maintenance was bad. Those tires cost about $500 a piece. You need 4 tires, they cost $500 a piece. That's $2,000. So I think a lot of these people out here are just pretending like they got money. You hear me? But they don't really have any money. They bring a used car, off-brand tires, and then when you're out here in these conditions, you're going to crash. Because I was ridiculous in that truck. I don't even want to tell you how fast I used to drive. Just putting my life and other lives in danger. So you'll get all that out of your system, hopefully. If not, you won't make it to 30. I always gave respect to truck drivers. A lot of my friends are semi-truck drivers. They tell me one thing: tell your students, stay the hell away from trucks. So, yes. Try to be smooth on the speed. But about 69 miles an hour. I don't want to put too much steering input in. This is a 2024 Equinox front-wheel drive, 14K, On the speedometer, tires are still crispy new front and back, so I feel pretty safe in this, but I don't want to assume anything. And I don't want to hang around people, so I just tap that gas and got away from them. Because I've seen cars spin out and take out all cars in the lane. So also, I've been on drives like this to Kansas, to Texas, to Florida. You're lonely, you're tired, you don't do a lot of thoughts. But I think today you got a lot of younger truck drivers, a lot of drivers who are more aggressive, got much faster cars. A lot of these young guys, ladies drive these little imports, give a little tune, make the exhaust pop pop. I'm not mad, I love cars too. But also I want to be safe. A lot of people have tinted windows too. I've never been a fan of that. I want to be able to see. My dad always said, boy, make sure you have good tires on your car. And that made sense. There's a lot of standing water here, so I'm just trying to be predictable. This car is very predictable. And you see most people kind of staying at one speed. I don't know what they do. Probably got to adapt the cruise control on those tinted windows, man. A lot of people don't really drive anymore. They just set their computer and let it eat. I think actually physically driving, and you know, we're heading toward autonomous driving. It's already here. A lot of these people, they just set the computer. So, you know, I got, I don't know, 8 years, 10 years left of driver's ed. What is that next generation driver going to be like? Really know how to drive? I don't know, mom and dad. I don't know, son and daughter, niece or nephew. Well, some of you said you just old. Well, it's okay. I like technology too. You know, you need to know how to do both. I'm not against self-driving cars. We're about 10 years out. We're getting a solid infrastructure. The Equinox, they use lasers, and some use different types of sensors. That wasn't me, baby. Some people driving crazy out here. I'm trying to stay out of the way of everybody, including myself. So I'm at about 66, speed limit 70. You must drive at a speed that's reasonable and safe under conditions. It's really windy. You can't be pushed around. And you know, we were just in downtown Detroit, so you don't want to run out of gas down there. It won't be very friendly for anybody. You will get chewed up and spit out. So, carjacking crimes is still an issue. And as time goes on, cars have, you know, lane departure, adaptive cruise control, Google Maps, I'm just naming a few. But the younger drivers won't have good tires on their vehicle. Have people who are in their 60s and 70s because the population is living longer. Some will be out here, some won't because their vision. Cars can reach speeds of 120, 150, 170 like nothing. Okay, I know this. being on a track, other experiences I'm not going to mention. So you just got to be safe out here. Hey, if this is bringing you value, give us some thumbs up. We're talking real life out here. You gotta have a reliable car. You don't want to be broken down in this. $10 tires won't help you. That's why you gotta have a JOB. You gotta have a JOB to be with me. My parents always said, surround yourself with people who are successful, who are doing things. Feel the car being pushed right now. For some of you, you won't be in this yet. It is very overwhelming. The car's being pushed to the right. Weather's not that great out here. It's really slick and dangerous. Luckily, we have good HID headlights. If you were driving a car from 2010, 15 years old, your headlights are crappy. The wisdom and experience are the best teachers. I'm in my 40s. My cousins are 10, 20, 30 years older, 10, 20, 30 years younger. So this car didn't use a blinker. That's out here. I'm gonna go easy in this curve. I've seen a lot of cars crash. I'm trying to be very deliberate, very predictable. A lot more SUVs though too. And these are the original equipment lights. Cars are made of cheaper materials today too. They have more computers, more sensors to help you, but also they spy more on you. This is a bad curve, so a bad curve being dangerous. Lifting my foot. What state are you guys from? What location? And a lot of people imagine like fall asleep at the wheel, that would be terrible. You get that tired, you need to pull over. This is why I keep the car kind of cold. And for many of you, what I'm reading in the comments, it's just a job. Getting a job, getting a decent car, and anything will do, but you got to make sure you have good brakes, good tires, good windshield wiper blades, headlights. As long as you change your oil, you'll be good. Middle lane, just take my time. I don't like how they're driving. Just trying to race. This is definitely a little bit challenging. Lift my foot. What you can't see is the spray coming off the glass. I'm going to get over. I'm trying to stay out of the way of the spray on this car. But you really have to be a strong-minded person to mentally stay focused. Imagine driving this for 8 hours, 10 hours. lost your job or you had a major breakup. It'd be hard. Someone in your family died. I've been through those journeys. Driving makes you mentally tough too. It's deeper than just getting a license. Because you can leave the state, go to another, start over, no one knows you. Get a new job in the future. Because one of my mentors said, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Okay? So we all have challenges. Some of us is just getting up in the morning. We don't see a lot of younger drivers out here because they just don't have the experience. And being on a night, nothing ever comes good from that. Different type of people come out at night. Some of you know what I'm saying, and some of you don't. Imagine if your wipers stop working, so I'm not going to use these in a few minutes. You can still drive, it's just harder to see. I had to drive through Wisconsin and West Virginia. Imagine just driving like this. I don't know how I made it. But God was with me, so you can still see it's just hard. My wipers died. It's either put money in your tank. And I'm going to show you. I see this vehicle coming up fast. I'm going pretty fast, but they're doing stupid stuff. Okay? See that dumb stuff? I got to turn on my wipers. That puts us all in danger. So when I was in my van, I just would have just went slower, and eventually the window will clear up. See a big difference, can't you? Yeah. Yeah, you see different levels of drivers, young drivers. See them? See how stupid this is? They don't care. I wanted you to see that. I wouldn't do that to them. Is it me? Or is it them? No blinker, no nothing, no regard. I'm glad you saw that. So either you're going to learn to drive like that, or you're going to learn to just control your vehicle. I don't know. I wish we could find out the age of that driver and years of experience. This is a cloverleaf. I don't want to crash, so I'm going in really slow. Headlights are a lot better now. Cars are much safer now, but people still do reckless, stupid, dumb stuff. And people still die all the time. You can look at the crash statistics in your state, across the United States, Canada, Mexico, wherever you guys are from. There's a lot of mess being kicked up. See, they just came over right in front of that truck. And now this is going to put me in danger. I thought this guy was going to come over. It's crazy, man. People just drive too fast. There are a lot more SUVs today, a lot more trucks. And usually in these accidents, the crumple zones usually protect. That's the right side front, left side front, left side rear, and those are the corners. If you're tired, you need to, so pretend I've been driving like 6 hours and got another 8 hours to go. I'm going to pull over to 7-Eleven. And this is what you should do. Okay. So I'm just going to pull in here right now, but I will turn around. Now, if I was really tired, I'm going to flip this around. I don't like how this looks. Let me clean this off, guys. So if I was really tired, I would just like cut the car off, let the seat back, rest for half an hour. But I have like these panic attacks, man. Like, I know that I'm trying to clean this off a little bit. Okay, that's a little better. But I know that this is not real good either. Okay. I know that I'm not driving, but if you've ever like rested in the car, to me it feels like you're still driving. It's like you almost feel like you're falling asleep at the wheel of the car and you like wake up. So I can't really get into a deep sleep because it feels like I'm falling asleep when I'm driving. Like real talk. I've been in some cars, if I shut the car off, it might not start back up. I remember some of those journeys. Alternator was terrible. Battery was low. That's when I just did not have the money to get a car, right? And you're going to go through all these journeys because if you don't, you won't know what to do when it really happens. Okay? You won't know what to do because you'll just panic. So, best advice, get the safest car you can, the nicest car you can afford. Doesn't have to be the most fanciest, but get a car that you can afford that, has good safety features. Let your parents, let your loved ones know where you're going. Because people do miss you and wonder where you are. Regardless, I'm not telling anyone where I am. You always calling me. Well, it's because they care and love you, fool. Right? There are a lot more energy drinks today, like those Monsters 3 for $6.99, bro. Come on. I've never had one. I think I had a half of one, some type of energy drink. My heart rate started going crazy. Never again. So I try to get more rest. And if you don't get good rest, you're going to be cutting it close, leaving late. And that's something you don't want to do. And it does no good if you don't arrive alive. So, I will have Gatorade. My go-to are chips. What is your go-to junk food snack? Mine is Pop-Tarts, Gatorade, Skittles. What's your go-to snack? I think it's really important that you see the lighting situation because it's kind of foggy, dark. And if your glasses, it's going to be like worse. But I think a lot of those people, those ages I'm talking about, they're in their 40s, they're in their 50s, they're in their 60s, they're in their 70s, they're in their 80s. Some people after 60 don't drive anymore. Some people do, some people don't. Sparrook, Tennessee. Yes. Uber's expensive. The guy was going to charge each of the girls $25. So I'm like, I came back to the metro area to visit, hang out with some relatives. The girls wanted to go out. So my daughter and her 5 friends, we got in the car, rented one, took them down to downtown Detroit, started the video. She called me, wait. I'm going to put my, and I think they paid, I think it was $100 a person. In this place, they'll feed you, party favors, champagne. She's 21, so, and I said, all you ladies need to look out for each other. There are a lot of random people out there who want to try to take advantage of young ladies or groups of people. So I said, all of you look out for each other. Make sure your phone is charged up at least 70%. If there's a problem, you call me. Me and your uncle will be down there instantly tearing stuff up. I really try to watch drivers. Are they older, younger, eyeglasses? I don't need glasses yet. Thank God I have good eyes. And, just trying to take care of myself. But my time will come. Most people are driving vehicles that are 8 years old, 10 years old that I see on the road. So I kind of have an idea of the safety features, capabilities. The younger guys and ladies are in the Scat Packs, Hellcats, but they're stealing those, and your insurance is crazy high. And it's in your mom or dad's name, so you really can't afford it. So quit trying to show off. Real talk. These are the Meta Ray-Bans. I'm just going to slide these on. And, I can do videos on these. I can do different things with them. So I really like them. They're expensive, about $400. Transition lenses. But for a content creator, awesome. They're going to have an update, they say, by next year. So I would definitely get the next model. I did drop the case and stepped on it. So it's kind of beat up. But they've been very reliable. So instead of the shameless plug, I love them. So every time I go out, I always have them ready. And I think the race for the AI glasses are really important. I'm just trying to wipe this off. But what you see is the actual lighting conditions. The lady to my right, she looks like she's in her 70s, 60s or 70s. So I'm not saying she's a good or bad driver. I'm just simply saying. So I try to give people space, give them room. If I'm really tired or sick, I just won't drive. Like I canceled my drives this morning. I just did not feel good. Actually, I sat on the couch, watched the alumni, watched Illinois and South Carolina play Gamecocks, and it was a good game, and the Big Ten won, so it's good. But if I had to drive another 6 hours, you'll see I'm gonna switch screens. Like that lady just walked by, more mature lady. People are living longer, so you're gonna have older generations of people driving. So what does that mean? We've got to adjust. And again, money. If you don't have a job, you won't have your license. If you don't have your license, it's going to severely limit your income. If I didn't have a license, let's switch screens. If I didn't have a license, I would still have my job. I would have to have some type of rideshare program. But because I teach driver's ed, I wouldn't have that second job. So that would cut my income in half. So your license is so important. A car. But also with that comes insurance and other costs. It's crazy. And I really can't take this cold medication until I'm in, so I'm going to be all stuffed up. Yesterday I was on death's door. I was coughing a lot. My lungs were really hurting. I'm starting to get stuck. Whoa. You heard that little thing fall. Can't believe me. But that's how windy it is. But also when you're driving on the road, every 70 miles, 50 miles, there's rest stops where you won't get killed by a stranger, but it's a safe area. They're monitored. There are video cameras there. Yeah, you'll see these random people just walking by. And this is real, man. A lot of you will never experience this because you'll never get out on the road. And we're not deep. If we were on the interstate, I could really take you to a rest stop and you'll be like, wow, that's why I don't drive. Or when I drive, this is what I'm going to need. Like, she could be our grandma, right? Or mom. Hey, I got something for us. Mom, you'd have to go out. It's okay. No one else will do it. And I think by you just having peace for a moment, you can gather yourself. Because when you're on the road, it's no one but you, the road. I think there are a lot more energy drinks, a lot more cigarettes, but now there's more vaping, which is terrible for your lungs. These energy drinks are terrible for your body. You can do your own research. You're a grown person. I have to tell you, it's your body. You want to vape, that's your life. But I don't recommend it. Take care of your body. You'll live as long as possible. I was watching one of the videos I made. You could hear me breathing in the background because I just can breathe really well. But people come in here to, get gas, get something to eat, get back on the road. 7-Elevens have been a part of the American economy a long time. It's a franchise. So when it's the right time to rest, there's no right time. Whenever you feel like you're ready to get on the road, fine. And I'm trying to simulate what it's like if you've driven like 8 hours, 10 hours, and you got another 8 or 10 hours to go. It's terrible. You're exhausted and tired. Then let's pretend you got a job interview in the morning at, let's say 9 o'clock. Okay. Is that a guy or a girl? You don't know. Can't tell these days. It's crazy. But I'm not here to judge. I'm just simply saying. She left her car running, or he left her car running. All right? So is that real hair or fake hair? We just don't know. Always be prepared when you're out on the road. I think it's really important that you know you have a purpose in life too. You have to go through your own journey. So when you go through difficult times, you can reflect back on what should I do? Talk to your grandmother, talk to your dad, talk to an older person in your family. They'll give you good advice. I don't know if you can tell the difference. My headlights are different than the minivan to the left. If you can see the beam, you can see the beam right there. Mine is brighter, more clearly defined. Those are the older style headlights. You really can't see as clearly. And also, if you pay by debit or credit at the pump, they'll put a hold on your card. You got to go in person. So that's giving you another tip. The hold could be $50, $75, because if you know you only have $10, but you put $100 on there, you're screwing a company. So a lot of these places will put a hold on your card. You should fill up before you leave. And I filled up and then almost ran it empty, probably 275, 300 miles, depends on how fast I'm driving, what the weather is. Again, you gotta have a job, you gotta have money. I don't think you can make it from, say, Ohio or Michigan all the way to Kansas at $100. I don't think you can. But every year things cost more, fuel costs more, everything costs more. That man got a whole meal, pizza, Slurpees, and everything. I go downtown Los Angeles, where you have zero time to park. You found a spot, it's free, it's in front of the restaurant. The other spots are like $20, $40, 2 blocks away. You got to get this parallel park the first time. And that's some pressure, man. So you got to be able to execute that. So I'm going to show it to you. A lot of people travel to different cities. Look at New York, man. They have people there since this morning. Times Square. You know, Dick Clark is no longer here with us, but you know, you got other people there. You know, Ryan Seacrest, man. You know, he's a millionaire. He's not a billionaire, but he's a millionaire. Dick Clark is definitely a brand name. He died a few years ago. So this is real life. Like you're exhausted. Like I'm slowly getting exhausted. Eyes burn. You're tired. But I'm showing you this because this is what you'll go through as you drive enough. 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Because your body acts different. So what I'm going to do is pretend like I got another 8 hours, but I'm going to go to the freeway and take a couple loops and show you guys what's going on. So what I would do is just maybe get out, walk around a few minutes, stretch my legs, get some of that cold air before I just jump on the road. That's what I would normally do. I do have water with me because your car will be your second home. And I see a lot of people making videos, living in my Tesla, living in my truck, van life. You know, I mean, it's hard out here for people. I think I made some videos of me in my race car. I went to the drag strip a few years ago. I was really dehydrated, tired. I gotta find those. That'd be helpful. So I want to come up to the edge, and I'm gonna wait a second. And driving with the car is different than driving with a sport utility vehicle, an 18-foot trailer and a $45,000 race car that's on there that depreciates every second because you never get what you put into it. So you see how dark it gets and bright it gets? This is what your eyes have to adjust with all the time. Okay, I can turn. And I'm gonna go in the middle lane. And when you're tired like this, sometimes you just don't care. But you gotta care because there are other people out here. People lose their lives every second on our roads in the United States and abroad. So I'm looking ahead, scanning intersections. And no one has money for a hotel motel unless you got money like that. So I'll just sleep in my van. I'll sleep in my truck. I'll sleep in my car. It's not the most perfect thing, but you do what you do. You have to know directions. If you don't, you're going to be lost. A lot of people don't know directions. Younger drivers, 14, 24, 34, because they've always stayed in their comfortable little bubble. They don't go out of the state or out of the country. I have an enhanced license. I can travel through Canada, go through Mexico, and I think the Caribbean islands. And I keep saying, hey, I want to go over to Canada, Windsor, and make you some videos. I just need to do that. Go through the tunnel, check the car, make sure it's good. I don't carry anything illegal because I'm a good person. And then take the bridge back. That'd be nice. I'm trying to get in the middle lane and just lock it in 70 and let that motor eat. Hopefully it doesn't break down because I try to stay on top of my maintenance. Hopefully you guys do too also. So we'll go across. I'm at about 38. It's a little clearer, but I'm still going to take my time. into that first lane. Let this thing eat. When you follow cars for 3, 4, 5 hours, people do weird things. A lot of these videos, I just don't do that deep driving. But if I need to, I can. If you want me to do those things, you gotta let me know. So, we get off at this exit. The curve is going around to the right. So the chevron alignment signs are on the left. Then, this is the straight part. And now the chevron alignment signs are on the right. The curve is going around to the left, just like you guys see in the video. And I think maintenance is just an afterthought with a lot of people who, they just don't care about their cars. And your cars are an extension of yourself. I learned that. I look left and right. And I'm going to go in the nearest lane. Scanning the intersection ahead. You never know what people will do. I always look at intersections. See, I'm already at 50 here. They're trying to do a little race. It's not even that serious. To the middle turn lane. Squeeze that brake. Use the ball of my foot. There are a lot of side hustles. You know, I see a lot of people. You know, if you do have a vehicle, you could do DoorDash. You know, Uber. But after you make a certain amount of money, you got to start paying taxes on that. So. If I had to drive 10 hours, I don't know if I can make it. My stomach is killing me. Not like I'm sick to my stomach. It just aches. I'm just scanning the intersection. And I'm going up to the middle and let all these cars go by. Wait for this car to go by. I'm going to put myself in danger. Alright, and then I'm going to go into the nearest lane. When they turned, actually went in the wrong lane. Guys, if you enjoyed this, and you know, I gave you some good feedback. I know I was rambling on, but this is real life out here. Let me know what you like, and then I'll make more of this type of content. Bye.